Alright guys, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. Day 2 of the Inca Trail, aka the hardest day of the 4-day Inca Trail hike to Machu Picchu. There's something called the Dead Woman's Pass, which essentially means that you go from like 3,200 meters in elevation to 4,200 meters in elevation. So you're pretty much just climbing stairs the entire day, as well as increasing in altitude, but decreasing the amount of oxygen available to you. So see that little thing there? Yeah, that's where we had to climb to. Okay, this is Jazz. Her and I were at the back. We were really nervous. We knew that we would be in it together, essentially. So the day starts relatively similar to the previous day, but there are more stairs. So it's all kind of uphill, as you can kind of see like that. So we get to this first peak, which is just after this clip, and it's like the first set of stairs, I guess, and then we have a break, right? And I'm already breathless. Like, I'm already like, this is the hardest thing I have ever done. And I checked my sats, okay, which you will see later in the video. My sats are 85%, spoiler alert, but they're 85%. And this is only halfway through the day, and you can see all the stairs going up, and it doesn't look that bad, but when you take into account oxygen and the lack of it being able to bind to your hemoglobin, it is not good to exercise. So I pretty much had altitude sickness at this point. My stomach had started playing up, my sats were low, I had a headache and dizziness, and I wasn't having a good time. So in the next few little bits, I go over the peak of Dead Woman's Pass. Okay, so I check my sats, and obviously we kind of have to keep going. There's no choice, but we have to keep going. So that's the hardest climb, is the next bit after where I am right now. We get to the top, and everyone is essentially celebrating. Like, look at these stairs, okay? And that's not even the top. This is the top, okay? So we get to the top, and I think that it's kind of over, right? I'm like, yes, we can rest, we can celebrate. But because Jazz and I were at the back, we had the least amount of rest, about 10 minutes.
That was the worst thing I've ever done. You did it.
So you've done
it. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm never doing that again.
So yeah, I pretty much knew from this point that I was never going to do this again. I've cried so many times. I'm crying here. Then we had to make it to camp. It's freezing cold up here. The guide was like, it's about a 45-minute to an hour walk. Okay, it took me about 2 hours to get down. I nearly tripped over so many times. I was dizzy. I was having dizzy spells. I was by myself. I was bawling my eyes out all the way down because it was an hour walk to camp, but it took me about 2 hours. I was cold. My belly hurt. I just did not feel well. It was the longest. So after a lot of tears shed to Toja's poet's apartment, I then made it to camp and finished day 2 successfully.